Oh, oh, let me get it straight. Gotta get on here. Yo, welcome back to Beatloops. This is Beatloops Season 2, man. Another season. I can't believe that you guys actually got mad and said, hey, we want to see more. So check it out. This is Season 2. Now let me tell you how this is going to go. Check it out. Now, you know how I used to go through all the samples before. We ain't going to do that no more. Hopefully, I'm going to play you what I sampled and my video won't get kicked off. So check it out. I sampled from this guy named Jean-Luc Ponty. Don't know how to say it. This guy's from Germany. But picked this up at Wax and Facts down here in Atlanta. The album is called Civilized Evil. Some really good stuff on here, like some 1980s. Matter of fact, it was made in 1980. So, man, it was some really good stuff on here that he sequenced with a lot of synthesizers that I loved. And then he has an orchestra as well. Who is this? A&M Records. So yeah. Anyway, oh, excuse me, not A&M, but Atlantic. Anyway, I sampled Forms of Life off of this jam. I'm gonna play it for you real quick. This is what I sampled. So, I made a real smooth but futuristic joint with a kind of driving, like a space type of thing. Like I wanted that to be in there. So I'm gonna roll over to the computer and I'm gonna show you how I got down with it, and I'm gonna dig in and explain some stuff. So this should be fun. Boom. All right. So look. So I'm gonna show you what. First, I'm gonna play the track. Usually you guys will see me making the track. We're going to streamline these episodes so we get straight to the point. All right? Uh-oh, hold up. We got to make sure the keyboard is in sync, baby. Gist of it. All right, so look, what I did was I took pieces of the sample and I strategically used them for the verse and the turnaround point between the hook in the verse and then the hook coming out of the verse going into the hook. So I mean that's nothing big there, but I did some key things with the samples to give it some dynamic since I didn't use much but the sample. So what I wanted to do was when I was listening to it, I wanted to give it like an Outkast vibe. So now I'm gonna let you listen to this, right? Right? So if you listen to the drum loop, it kind of sound. I gave it the vibe of Outkast's "Over the Woods" off of the ATLiens album, because I wanted like that constantly that head nodding thing. But you know what I'm saying? You listen to a record and you don't really get tired of the head nodding. So that's what I wanted to do there. Now when I did that, I combined the sample on top. Let me show you how I did that right there. And I didn't do much chopping. I just kind of kept the loop the same, you know what I'm saying? So that's that. Now, here's something that the sample didn't have. when I go back and I listen to the original sample, it had a bass line to it. Right? So, but what I wanted to do was I wanted to make the bass line kind of hit harder. So I pulled out my favorite plugin, which is Reactor. Inside Reactor, Monarch is there. Monarch is basically Moog. You know what I'm saying? The 1970s mini Moog. Pretty much. And I love it. I love it to death. Monarch is my favorite bass plugin, period. At least for native instruments. Right? So I used that and I made the bass line of the sample bounce. So, right. On the second half of the verse, I didn't want the same thing to go. So I took Monarch and I turned the cutoff down on it. And then what I ended up doing was I used the bass to slide through. So it goes from a bounce. Right? Kind of hear the difference in what happened with the bounce, like the staccato basses to the glide basses. So it gives it dynamic. So the next thing I did was I came through, and I'm gonna turn everything off. I'm gonna leave the kick on for y'all so y'all can hear. Was that we're gonna play it from the top. Now the sample builds, but there's no dynamic in the sample. Clear. The high strings that you heard were never there in the first place. What I had to do was I took the sample and I pitched it up a whole octave. Now, when you usually do that, it sounds god-awful horrible. And it do. It really, man, it sounds so bad. Look, let me play it for you real quick one time. Check it out. I used this twice, but I cut out some of the low end so that wasn't in the way. And I did the same thing for the hook. It sounds god-awful terrible, but check it out. I added with the original sample. Still sounds terrible, right? But when you mask it, sometimes it ain't always about having it sound great. It's just having the frequencies there. Now, if I put the bass and the pattern back in, you won't even know it was there. Watch it build, watch it build. Step was easy. I just need some more dynamics to make you feel the difference. Make each time that the hook came in, it hit. Each time the verse came in, it hit. Little pieces inside the track to make sure that it felt good throughout the whole time so you could listen to it without getting tired. Little ear candy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go from the top, let it play out. And what I did was I added, which is, I like to use it a lot, I like orchestral sounds. I think this was in C. Hold up. Yeah, it was C. The song is in C. Or D. 1 and 2. I don't know. Anyway, it don't really matter. But, so I used that, but I had an issue. Because the timpani did not crescendo on the long one. I could either, one, I could have wrote it in, but I decided to be lazy and use 2 timpanis, and I used the one to crescendo at the end of the long timpani roll. Right? And speaking of that, I need to stretch that out. That's not enough ring. Gotta make sure your timpanis and instruments have the tail on them. Don't wanna cut them too soon. Let it ring, let it ring, let it ring. Let's hear the track. Perfect. So now we had those two. We add a little cymbal rise, you know what I'm saying, with the mallets, the soft cloth tip mallets. We put that on there, and we done, baby. Like, I just really wanted, like, this is one of those ones where, like, I think it was episode 7 or 8 from season 1, where I was saying sometimes that you want to keep the integrity of the sample and not chop it so much. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I'm gonna play this out. Hopefully y'all loved it. As usual, you can pick this up, drop your email in the post, grab it, you know what I'm saying? Tag me in the link once you rap, sing, whatever you do to it. I want to hear, even if it's bad, I won't put you on blast. I'll just be like, yo, you really should consider working on your talent, because let me tell you right now, you suck. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nothing wrong with sucking. You gotta suck before you can be good. But anyway, I'm Case Boogie, man. I'm gonna play this for y'all, and thanks for tuning in to Beatloops Season 2, Episode 1, man. We back, baby. Yeah.